given that it is indeed an investment for most parents for private school, I do find Sunnybrook like better value compared to the other schools. Having like lunch included in the tuition and is relatively lower than the other schools. Plus the with a factoring in like it's an international baccalaureate program, so that was really key for me.
I'm Agnes Stowicki, Managing Editor with Our Kids. We're speaking with insiders from Canada's leading private and independent schools to bring you insights into school programs, culture, traditions, and leadership. This includes insights from parents, alumni, and administration. This is the Our Kids Insider Perspective.
So I chose the school when my daughter Sophie was in kindergarten. So she was in SK at that time. And I looked at different schools, and what the criteria that was important to me was that it has International Baccalaureate. It was like close to my where I live. And the community in terms of the people who go to that school, and of course like tuition, fees, etc. So I started with the key criteria for the selection process, and based on that, then I shortlisted a few schools, visited their websites, attended the Our Kids event. I think it was back in the fall. Talked to the principals or other teachers at the booth, and based on that shortlist, then I decided which school I visited on site for further assessment, and then from there, then I decided which school to apply for. Oh, she loved it. She really loved the small community feel at Sunnybrook School. She really enjoyed the different grades of kids she gets to interact with, from SK, JKs at kindergartens to all the way to the higher grades at grade 6 all throughout her time there. So she just recently graduated. So throughout that time, she was able to have interactions at the playground and also during classroom programming, which she really enjoyed. She enjoyed it when she was younger in terms of kids to look up to, and then as she became an older grade, she enjoyed playing with the younger children and interacting with them. She also really enjoyed the curriculum there in terms of the diversity of topics and the teachers that supported her throughout her academic journey there throughout the time. I think generally she liked the International Baccalaureate curriculum because it was very well-rounded. It allowed her to take different learning approaches and to explore different topics in different ways. She really loved all the programming in the community there. Like she really loved doing house games every morning. She loved the people there. Again, the community aspect of it, she was able to interact with all grades. She really liked her teachers. That was really important to her teachers, like throughout all the grades. Felt very supported, and all the clubs that she was attending and all the sports activities, as well extracurricular such as choir. Yeah, she did singing, yeah, choir, and some of the sports activity like track and field, cross country running. So she really loved that in and outside of classroom activities. As a parent, I did appreciate the teachers for sure, that the curriculum that they offer and the easy access to the teachers. If there's something I need to talk to them about, it was really easy to communicate with the teachers, make an appointment, or it's quite flexible, whether it's like in person or on Zoom. That was great. The other part I liked it is also because it's a small school, so you do get to know all the parents, which was important. I think because it was a smaller school, sort of the the background and values of the students and the parents are very similar, which allowed my daughter to make friends really readily and didn't run into issues of conflicts with other kids and things like that, which I really appreciated. Which I know in larger school, because there's more diversity of students, you might encounter more of those issues, but in a smaller school, I think that was more manageable. We didn't really encounter any of those issues. It wasn't surprising, but I knew going in is that because it was a smaller school with a smaller facility, there wasn't as much the facility for like more advanced sports, but I didn't really value that much because my daughter's not really into sports. As I mentioned, there we all share very similar values across the board in terms of like socially, like for example, whether to give children access to cell phones, right? At what age? Now, though, to be fair, like there's some parents who are different, have whole different philosophy, which do encourage, what not encourage, they let their children have more screen time and so forth. But there is a group that I have more connection with, where we share more similar values. So, and then my daughter and their children also play well together. That allow them to create more of a friendship, which again makes the whole experience more enriching because they have common friends that they interact with. So that I do appreciate in terms of having parents with similar values. Yes, yeah. So I think definitely her achievement in academics was she's very proud of that. I was surprised about her progress in her interest in French, which I didn't expect. So I think it's because her French teacher was very encouraging, teaching different ways of learning French. So she's very proud of that. She's also very proud of participating in some of the sports activity. As I mentioned, she's not really a sports person, but she did took some risk and participated in cross country, in track and field, which I never thought she would. But she did, and she did make some good achievements and improvements there. So those are the things I think out of her or my expectation, she did take a risk and participate, and then did learn something from that. Yeah, it's been very, very good. As I mentioned, the access for one-on-one interactions is very readily available, whether it's to teachers, whether it's to the principal or vice principal. I think in particular during our last year, because we had to apply for the next school, because Sunnybrook only goes up to grade 6, there's a lot more interaction support from the administration and the grade 6 teacher, which I thought was very valuable. Yeah, so I think overall it was really accessible. Yeah, I think for me, it is the combination of quality of education. So in terms of the curriculum, like as an international baccalaureate school, which there's not many in Toronto at the primary years stage. And so that's one, so the quality of academics. Secondly, of course, like the teachers as well, the quality of the teacher, the staff there. And then as part of the whole curriculum to the programming. And then finally, I'd say like it's just good value, at least for me being very practical. Given that it is indeed an investment for most parents for private school, I do find Sunnybrook like better value compared to the other schools. Having like lunch included in the tuition and is relatively lower than the other schools. Plus the like with a factoring in like it's an international baccalaureate program, so that was really key for me. The quality and then the value combined. I think it's definitely thinking about the what are the needs of the child, like what they're most interested in. For example, if the child is really interested in like sports, like then maybe Sunnybrook may not be the best fit for them. But if they're looking for more well-rounded across different areas, I think Sunnybrook is really strong. So definitely looking for the needs of the child. Then secondly, I think what's, at least for me, most important is thinking about the practical day-to-day, like selecting a school that is easy to get to, because of course there's always morning activities, extracurricular. So it's important to pick a school that is easily accessible from a commuting standpoint. And then finally, being part of a community that has like-minded individuals who share common values.
For more information about this school, you can visit their profile at ourkids.net.